Welcome back to Talk of Alabama. I'm in the Mazer kitchen right now with Leah Gates and Grant Stokes, and they're volunteers with the American Heart Association, and they actually work with Brookwood Baptist Health System. So welcome to you both. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Glad to have us.
What do you guys do with Brookwood?
I am the clinical nutrition manager at Brookwood.
Okay, fantastic. And what about you, Grant?
I'm the director of food nutrition at Brookwood Baptist.
Okay, awesome. Now we're talking about heart healthy options because obviously this is a month where we focus on our heart health. Let's talk a little bit about sodium and how much we should have a day.
Right. So for a heart healthy diet, you want to minimize your salt to about 1,500 milligrams a day.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different ways you can season your food. Use fresh ingredients. We also have a lot of salt-free seasonings you can find in the store.
Yeah.
It's very good, but the deviled egg recipe is a great thing that we would like to show that you can use fresh cilantro, jalapenos, tomatoes, pepper, and then a salt-free seasoning.
Okay, you know, because the thing about it is, I think a lot of people think if I'm going to have a low sodium diet, I am sacrificing flavor and taste. But is that the case, Chef?
Not necessarily. Like she said, the fresh flavors, fresh herbs, things like Tabasco sauce, even malt vinegar, there are things that are low in sodium that pack a good punch that you put into your food. And a lot of those recipes are available on their website, thehealth.org.
Okay.
And then you can eat heart healthy.
Okay, perfect. Now, you have the deviled eggs here, right?
Correct.
But we also are going to be making some jambalaya, right?
That's right.
Okay, what do we need for this jambalaya and how is it low sodium?
So we use the sodium-free seasoning. Like I said, you can get it at the store. There's several different kinds. And then shrimp and chicken using a lean chicken breast.
Okay.
And shrimp's is low in fat. And
Right.
you know, it's the main thing is getting all your flavors into the pot,
Yeah.
putting your liquid, and then putting your rice in and letting it all soak up the flavor.
Okay, well, let's start preparing it. I'm already hungry.
So we're going to start with putting some oil in the pan right there.
And let me know if I need to help you guys. I am here.
If you want to
be a
help, you can come
volunteer.
in.
Okay, so you're cutting the
Putting
bell
the-
pepper, right?
Canola oil is what we're using, and so that's low in saturated fat, so it helps with your heart health as well.
Perfect.
So we use that, always using your mono unsaturated fats.
Absolutely. Grant, tell us what you're chopping up over there, my
So
friend.
just chopping up some onions and some bell peppers, and we're going to get those cooking and get those flavors pulled out of the vegetables so that we can get them infused into the rice.
Okay, perfect. Now, Grant is from New Orleans.
That's
okay,
right,
I have a
man.
fellow New Orleanian in the kitchen, so a good person to be making some jambalaya.
That's right.
Is this a dish that you enjoy making for your family, Grant?
I do. My kids, coming from a culinary background, eat more than your average children do. So, when even on pizza night, my children ask for olives and feta to put on their pizza.
Do they really?
Yeah, absolutely. So, it
I
just comes
love
with the
that.
territory.
You know, I come from a long line of chefs, all from New Orleans, and so it's always fun to be in the kitchen, to be cooking, but also to be discussing ways that we can be healthier from day to day.
Absolutely.
And these are good ways to incorporate it.
Right, yes, fresh peppers and onions into the canola oil, marinate those down, and then we'll add our shrimp and our chicken, which are lean cuts of meat, so low in fat, high in protein for a good heart healthy diet to help with cholesterol and make sure that you're fuller with more protein in your diet.
Yeah.
And then we will use whole grain rice as well.
Okay, awesome. So when are we going to throw in the shrimp and the chicken?
So, and that's the trick in that making sure that you have a lot of flavor is it's not necessarily the list of ingredients in the recipe, but how you do it. And when you start off by, like I said, infusing the fresh vegetable flavors and you're putting some salt-free seasoning in there. And getting all those flavors going, then you add your protein.
Okay.
Just about anything you're cooking follows the same simple pattern.
Right.
You get all your timing, getting your ingredients in there, putting your proteins in there. Then we'll add our liquid, add our rice. You can also use low sodium chicken stock and things of that nature.
Perfect.
Just about everything has a low sodium version out
You're
there.
right. You
No
just gotta
salt
look for
added,
it.
tomatoes, things of that nature.
Look for it at the grocery store. Okay, we have the website heart.org/Central Alabama for more heart healthy recipes. You guys keep working on this. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, when we come back, we're chatting about scratchboard art and what it takes to create these beautiful pieces of artwork. Stay with us. You're watching ABC 3340.